Here's your wrestling news for August 28th, 2021. And your headlines for today include: did WWE fans accept Becky Lynch as a heel? How did WWE Backstage react after Bianca Belair's SummerSlam squash match to Becky Lynch? Real reason why Brock Lesnar was not at WWE Smackdown this week. Backstage news on why Brock Lesnar's WWE return was a last-minute deal. New WWE NXT logo and theme song revealed. Current WWE wrestler drops WWE references from social media. Breaking news is Daniel Bryan is set for AEW debut at All Out. WWE Smackdown star teases heel turn. Braun Strowman reportedly heading to Impact Wrestling, hints at new wrestling name. Current WWE wrestler reportedly inspired by Becky Lynch's heel turn. Matt Riddle says he can beat up Roman Reigns in a real fight, and more. We are kicking off today with Smackdown, which kicked off with the new Smackdown Women's Champion, Becky Lynch. After her controversial win at SummerSlam, it was interesting to see how the crowd reacted to her. And despite borrowing a line from Conor McGregor, saying she wanted to apologize to absolutely nobody, it was clear last night that the fans weren't ready to accept Lynch as a heel yet. That being said, the SummerSlam match finish was controversial, so it's good that Bianca Belair got a genuine reaction from the crowd when she came out, as the fans acknowledged all that she's done on the Blue brand for the past year. Belair's time was cut short by Zelina Vega and Carmella before Liv Morgan entered the fray, and the man confirmed her heel turn when she told the EST of WWE that her proposed rematch wouldn't happen during the show. Instead, a fatal four-way elimination match determined Becky's next challenger, and despite the sentimental favorite Liv Morgan getting close, it was Belair who earned her rematch. Morgan has a ton of support for her, but her opportunity to be a champion remains so far away. And for now, it's the EST who will get a rematch, presumably at Extreme Rules next month. Lynch's win at SummerSlam has outraged fans, as it seemingly proves that they never should have been emotionally invested in Belair or the younger superstars. It wasn't just the fans that had their observations about the match, as Fightful Select have said that the Backstage talent were in good spirits after Lynch's return, despite the online backlash. Belair got props from her colleagues for how she handled things, and WWE officials applauded her attitude, as she quickly got ready for WWE's red carpet after-party and interviews after her loss. It was also noted that the talent had a mixed response, as some were genuinely shocked at what happened, and others weren't surprised. The consensus is that Belair is a professional and makes the best out of every situation she's in, a major accolade for the EST of WWE. Belair has had an incredible 2021, including winning the Women's Royal Rumble and headlining WrestleMania, and how she's conducted herself in defeat has earned her a ton of respect backstage. Lynch wasn't the only huge return at SummerSlam, as Brock Lesnar closed out the show by confronting Roman Reigns, 16 months after his last WWE appearance. Lesnar's return was a huge deal, but wasn't always the plan, as Dave Meltzer reports that his comeback was a last-minute deal by WWE that only happened because WWE were forced into it by a number of factors. The biggest was CM Punk joining AEW, as WWE wanted to counteract with a star of their own, but it said that Lesnar's return was also due to John Cena leaving again and Fox wanting another huge superstar on their show. Had Punk not debuted last Friday, or had Cena chosen to return to WWE full-time, then Lesnar's return would not have come about. But the Beast Incarnate now has an 18-month, 8-match contract with WWE once again. Despite being advertised for SmackDown, Lesnar wasn't on last night's show, much to the disappointment of the fans. Mike Johnson of PW Insider reports that Lesnar didn't appear because he's not the next challenger for Universal Champion Roman Reigns, as that moniker goes to Finn Balor, who ended SmackDown by challenging the Tribal Chief. That match has been made official for next week's SmackDown, but it's also expected to happen at Extreme Rules next month, whilst the Lesnar-Reigns match isn't expected to happen until October 21st at Crown Jewel. It was also reported that Lesnar was not even at SmackDown in North Little Rock, Arkansas, a show where Seth Rollins and Edge also made their intentions clear over the Universal title. Lesnar won't be appearing yet, but his feud with Reigns has already started, as Paul Heyman was questioned by Kayla Braxton and later the Usos about his loyalties, even being locked out of Reigns' locker room. WWE is teasing tensions between the Bloodline and Heyman, who claims he didn't know Lesnar was at SummerSlam and will have to just keep waiting until the Beast eventually appears in person. For the past few months, NXT has undergone several changes, all part of Vince McMahon's vision for the Gold brand, which now has a new logo on its way. Rapper and pro wrestling fan Wale has revealed a new logo, featuring a bright color-changing design as well as a snippet of a new theme song for the show. The video was later retweeted by Triple H, the official WWE account, and the official NXT account, confirming that the change is coming. It's been reported that the NXT reset will be on either the September 14th or September 21st show, and this is just the latest major change for the show, as Vince McMahon plans on NXT being a developmental ground for the main roster once more. Yesterday, Adam Cole's short-term deal with NXT expired, and there's been no word on him signing a new deal with the company. Cole's last match came at TakeOver 36, where he lost to Kyle O'Reilly in a 2 out of 3 falls match, and though there's a slim chance he's signed a new deal, that doesn't appear to be the case. In his Twitter bio, Cole has removed all links to his WWE shop store, which is still active because the company has the right to sell merchandise for a certain amount of time after a superstar's departure. Several pieces of that merchandise are now 25% off, but that isn't too strange as the company is always doing some kind of sale. All signs point to the former NXT champion being gone from WWE, reportedly with no non-compete clause to his name, and after CM Punk's shoes teased Cole joining AEW, that could very well be happening sooner rather than later. In April, Daniel Bryan's WWE contract expired, and it's expected that the former world champion is heading to AEW. During this week's Dynamite, CM Punk teased Bryan joining after the crowd committed to a yes chant, and the former WWE champion's debut may be just days away. Bodyslam.net reports that after months of speculation, the plan is confirmed for Bryan to debut next Sunday, as they report, "After speaking with multiple sources within AEW, I can now confirm that the company has upped plans for Bryan Danielson's debut. The new plan, I was told, is for Danielson to debut at AEW's All Out pay-per-view on September 5th, 2021. I had initially heard this rumor a couple of weeks back, but was unable to confirm the plan with multiple sources." Bryan was originally expected to debut at AEW's Grand Slam special on September 22nd in Flushing, New York, but he's been bumped up to September 5th, given the concern about positive cases and the mask mandate now in place in New York. AEW is highly concerned about the ongoing situation and are prepared to reschedule events if need be, and though that hasn't happened yet, their concern will lead to Bryan debuting earlier than originally planned. From the moment Dominic Mysterio made his in-ring debut at SummerSlam 2020, there was speculation of an eventual feud with his father, and that feud will be happening relatively soon. This week, a Dominic heel turn was teased when the former Smackdown Tag Champion pushed his father Ray away, when the Masked Legend tried to encourage him mid-match with a speech. That match was one that Ray organized himself, which eventually saw Dominic lose to Sami Zayn, another crushing blow for the young superstar. WWE are definitely teasing a heel turn for Dominic in what will be his biggest feud since his debut against Seth Rollins, and we'll have to see who walks out the winner of this inevitable father-son war. Earlier this year, WWE surprised everyone by releasing Braun Strowman mere days after he'd competed for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania Backlash. At the end of this month, Braun's non-compete clause will expire, something that Strowman has compared to being imprisoned. And now we know where the monster among men is heading next. According to a report from the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Braun will be landing in Impact Wrestling, an interesting move considering that the former Universal Champion must have been an expensive signing. Their report notes that it's expected that Strowman will be pushed to the very top upon joining Impact, but there's no word on when his debut will actually be. Braun isn't the only big name on Impact's radar, as they've also been making heavy plays to sign Bray Wyatt, and it may be a matter of time before the Wyatt family are reunited or feuding for a world title once again, this time in a different company. Strowman won't get to be Braun Strowman when he joins Impact, as WWE owns that name, but he has teased what his new in-ring name could be. In a tweet, Strowman spoke about making an impact, referring to the promotion, and said that one needs to carve their name in stone before ending with the hashtag Titan. It's now believed that Titan will be Braun's new name, and this isn't the only tease of him joining Impact. Earlier this week, company executive Scott D'Amore stated on Twitch that Impact is on the road to Braun for Glory. In the same stream, he also teased Buddy Matthews, formerly Murphy, joining Impact too. Braun's non-compete clause ends next week, giving him more than enough time to prepare for October's Bound for Glory event, and fans can expect plenty of Impact wrestlers to get these hands, courtesy of the former Universal Champion. Back to WWE, and Becky Lynch's return has divided fans, many of whom don't want to boo one of the company's most popular stars. This is all part of a heel turn the man herself requested, but it's a different champion who inspired such a dramatic change of character. That's according to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, who report that it was the tribal chief who laid the groundwork for Lynch's surprising turn. They note, Lynch had asked to return as a heel. Some have said in the company she was inspired by Reigns, and the reality is to many, being a heel is more fun. Of course, the last time she tried to go heel, she became the most popular wrestler in the company and the hottest woman wrestling star the company had ever had. Dave Meltzer speculated that getting fans to boo her may be a personal challenge for Lynch, but said it makes zero sense from a business standpoint. Sense or not, Lynch is now a heel, and we'll have to see how the man's efforts to get the crowd against her goes from here. And we're ending with Matt Riddle, and with his laid-back personality and love of flip-flops, it's very easy to forget he was once in the UFC, and a very accomplished shoot fighter. Nowadays, Riddle is much more relaxed and enjoying his time as Raw Tag Team Champion with Randy Orton, but in an interview with Bleacher Report, the original Bro set his sights on Universal Champion Roman Reigns. He said, "No disrespect to Roman, he seems like a swell fella, but at the same time, it's like when people say they're a good parent. You know what? If you were a good parent, your kids would be telling you you're a good parent. When he's saying, 'Acknowledge me or I move the needle,' no, you don't. You're related to The Rock. Shut up. Like, I'm not impressed. I can beat you in a real fight, so shut your mouth. You're not moving needles. I'm the real stallion. RK Bro is moving the merch. We're moving the needle, and that's it. I don't want to say too much. I'm not trying to get in trouble. Hey, hats off to him. He's amazing at what he does. I do like what he does, but at the same time, it's like, get off your high horse. You're in that spot for a reason. You're not a bro. You're second generation. I'm first generation." Riddle and Reigns are on different brands right now, but they could be sharing the ring after October's WWE draft, and we're interested to see how a feud between them would go after these harsh words by the Raw Tag Team Champion. Well guys, that's our news for today. Please share your comments below. Also hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to receive all notifications. And as always, thanks for watching.